Good morning. We're gonna warm up the shop here a little bit. It's pretty chilly in here. Minus 20 outside, +3 inside here. My little bald head here. Should put a toque on before I come out, but we'll warm it up and we'll get skin in here. Probably gonna just start fleshing, getting the coyotes on the boards, getting that kind of set up, and move the deer, skin that marten there, get that on the board, and slowly peck away today. And that wolf, it's not thawed out yet because it's cool in here, but it'll take a couple days, maybe a day to thaw out his legs, and then we'll go from there. Alright, we'll do a little video here of me doing some fleshing for entertainment.
I like making these videos.
Having one of those mornings there, everything seems to be taking a little longer than normal. But we got those coyotes on the board, and one fox in the freezer. We're gonna tan it up, and this one here we'll do a little bit later. Had a hunter drop off a nice coyote there. See what it looks like once we get all the blood off of it and stuff, but looks not too bad. Nice clear belly, but might be a big hole in the side. This wolf here, still haven't decided if I'm gonna do with it there. Still thinking about it. But anyways, we're gonna go out and set up that one strip of trees. Get myself a goal here, so I'm gonna go out there and do that. And then hopefully we keep filling these racks up. I'm gonna bring in a bunch more coyotes that I have outside. I'm gonna fill that rack up and then hang a couple here. And that should empty out the little shed that I have them in. And then we'll also pop a couple more of the deep freeze there and just keep trying to catch up. But what I did get in the mail is the rams from Damn Beaver. So we'll open that up and just take a look at them. But appreciate their customer service. Been awesome to deal with. Anytime I call up and order anything, they're prompt and sending it out right away. And yeah, I'm gonna open this up and we'll take a look inside. So I got my power rams in from Damn Beaver and ordered some extra snares there for my rams. Starting to run low already, so I'm actually should be ordering a few more. But yeah, these ones hopefully stay together. They're offset a little bit still, so I just have to keep an eye on that. And then we got them all replaced here. So right on. Thank you, good folks at Damn Beaver, for being top notch in your customer service, and definitely support you guys and appreciate you supporting us and all you do there. Yeah, be making some more orders for me soon. What now? We're at the location there. Still lots of coyote tracks. And lo and behold, we got one. This snare got knocked over, but the coyote got caught in the other one here. And a little crossover. I'll leave him for now. I brought lots of snares, so I'll put another one over here because this is where they've been coming through and then cutting off to the other side. And yeah, cool. We got one. And then we'll go down here and see how many more trails there is. I'm thinking I have maybe a dozen snares, so I'll pick the best spots and load up. And then we'll carry on. We'll see if we have any other coyotes in our snares already. Okay, so we're here Sunday. We got those ones boarded yesterday morning. It's fairly early right now. I'm gonna start my loop check, and then that way I can come back and I can skin in the dark instead of wasting daylight hours. Wolf here is thawed out now. Little Foxy, he's gonna get the hide taken off. Pulled out one more bag of coyotes there to flesh, and I got a couple that need boarding that are in the fridge there, or no, they need fleshing. So if I ever offer you a beer out of the fridge, just realize that it's in good company there with the coyotes. Bring the sawzall. I'm gonna cut up some roadkill, try to spread that out, and then I gotta grab some rope here and make some anchor points for the carcasses so they don't get drug off. I was using that baling twine, but they just chew that off. Some years they don't seem to affect it, and other years they go after it. And I gotta skin these two, they're ready, and that guy will be another day or two, so probably Tuesday for that guy. Let's go take a look at the truck there. We've got to move over for bait, and we'll see all the hard work Blake did. So I gotta throw these carcasses in the back of the truck. This coyote here was snared. Didn't realize, but the sides are really roughed up there on both sides, so starting to get mange there. Couldn't tell when it was all piled up. And over here, Blake emptied out the back of the truck and had to use the winch, and excellent job there, Blake. Appreciate the hard work. I'll throw all these in the back of the other truck there, and we'll go spread the wealth. All right, nice clear sky, a couple stars, and hopefully we got a couple coyotes there. We're gonna bring the new coat there and kind of rub it up against this coat, my good luck coat here, and see if we can get things kind of going good for that coat. Don't really know if I'm superstitious, but it's happened a couple of times there where a guy brings a different coat and things don't line up. All right, we'll catch you at the first set. Well, we're about half hour, 40 minutes before legal light. So I traveled out to my furthest bait and a couple trail snares and stuff like that, just to kind of work my way back in the daylight so I can set up on the stuff that I usually start closer at, and then I run out of time and I don't put bait there or adjust snares and stuff like that. So I'm gonna kind of work my way backwards today, and then that way I can kind of touch a few things up, move things around. This furthest bait, I think we're pretty good, but we'll see what the tracks tell us, and might add one or two snares. Hunting season ended yesterday, so today's December 1st. The only thing that's open is Cal Elk, so that helps minimize a lot of the traffic and stuff like that, so I can feel more free to set snares and move things around without having to worry about hunters coming to check things out as much. I try and steer clear from where the elk hunters are, and then I also, when I know they hunt them from dusk and dawn, so then that gives me the afternoon to work with, so I don't mess those guys up. I don't like messing hunters up. And then I can also tell by the tracks who's been hunting where and stuff like that. I try and steer clear. Anyways, sun's coming up. Once it starts popping up, we'll give you a nice little photo of that, and I'm gonna go in and start checking trails. I drive along the edge of a creek here, got a couple power rams, and see what I catch there, and then we'll go into the bait. Catch you at the next set. Well, here's a good trail. They kind of moved made a new trail. I'll have to set that up, but they were also using the old trail. So this is that nice spot, nice pinch point where they're coming through before. Nice catch there. Looks like a younger Walford coyote here. Just starting to get light out, so hopefully this is one of the last flashlight checks here for today. Yeah, nice coyote. So we'll remake this, put that there, and I'll go grab another snare and find a nice pinch point, probably right there. They're going through in a low spot already, and a couple trails pinched together, and then carry on that way. So we're gonna take care of this, and we'll throw it in the back of the truck, and we'll see what it looks like at the end of the day. All right, catch you at the next set. Okay, we picked up one coyote there, and the other trails kind of died off, but I showed you that one. That was a good strong one, so we put a new snare there, and then I found two other good pinch points where they started going around after I made a catch there. So next time we come through, maybe we'll have one or two. Always don't expect to catch anything, just when I do, it's a good thing. And just try to increase my odds by putting my sets in the best spots I can. Sometimes a guy gets lazy and says, good enough and whatnot, but proof is in the pudding. The harder you try, the more you figure things out, move things around, the better it is for your trapping. But you can see the sun's up, and we're heading to the next bait. Looks like somebody's horse got out there. Well, driving around checking sets there. Found a nice little roadkill. We'll pick it up and report it, and we'll get that out to one of our baits. Lots of coyote tracks on it. Drove past here this morning, didn't notice it, but it was dark and I was just focused on getting to my set. Alright, well, we'll load this puppy up. See if we got room back here. Oh yeah. We can always make room. Well, I got her loaded up. These things definitely aren't getting any lighter. Ooh. Nice full grown doe. She'll make some good groceries. Just coming in to check my snares there. Looks like somebody, well, the same kind of area that other people had come into before. And yeah. Anyways, looks like somebody else's. This is Crown land, so anybody can apply a trap on it. Looks like the person might have started a bait not too far away from here, but we can both do it. I think he might have come in here and checked out my snares here, but no harm, no foul, I don't think. Yeah, he's I think he came up here. I think he's got a snare just over there. Looks like he went in, but just it is what it is, and we can both trap lots of animals. This one's been pretty quiet here. I'll take part of that deer, maybe cut a back end off, and then prop it in here, or put a pile of coyotes in here, get the birds going, and maybe one of us will have success. I think that's what I'll do, is I'll dump the coyotes off in here, just get the birds going and see what happens. Well, I'm going to dump off a few coyotes here. Things aren't working out as good today, but we're gonna try and cut up this deer in half with a sawzall, and we'll see how that works out. The other deer got dumped off at a different bait, I don't know, a mile this way, and when I was driving up there was a coyote, but he was about 800 yards away. Did bring my rifle today, and the other day I went through the strip there where we're gonna go check next, and there was a good coyote and a shit coyote, like one that's kind of mangy. So we'll see what we get there, but we'll let you know as soon as we get there. Well, we're over here on the strip, and we're gonna do a little drive-by and see what we got. And the first one has a coyote, so hopefully we keep this this up. I'll redo the set here, and as we carry on we'll take a look. It was just back here, that tight spot, good trail, and it looks like a good coyote. So we'll carry on and take a look at the other ones. And yesterday when I was setting this up, I put in 15 rams and I ran out of rams and ribbon, and today I pulled a few snares, so I might put it in the gaps there if I can find a good trail. But anyways, our first one connected, and we'll carry on. Well, this is one of the baits here. I just put in some scraps every once in a while, and I got some good coyote trails. So what I'm going to do is set up on them, and we're going to go in there and check what else is going on. And I only got 3 or 4 rams, and usually we pick up a couple coyotes every year here. So we'll get started. Getting down to the wire, just another couple baits to check here, and you can see some coyotes were wandering around. Out of bait here, I gotta bring something. I'll drop it off tonight. But these guys are out checking things, and following the tracks. And looking this way, looks like we got ourselves a nice looking dog here. So the trap was right here, and they were coming around the corner, and then this is where we had a catch before, and it tore it up, but it kind of blocked it off on the other side. So this coyote came through, got caught. Not too froze, so probably just I don't know, caught last night, but nicely furred. And I got one more snare to check here, and then we'll carry on. This spot's a little bit tore up, so I'm just gonna think of how we can reset it. Like I said, it's blocked off over there. If they come this way, I might have to just take this and put it here and just get them to go through the trail again. All right, well, that's 3 dogs so far today, and one more snare to check, and then we got the farm, and then I want to put some bait out at a different spot, one that I showed you before where I cut the pigs in half, and get that one going, and I can check that one on the way home from work right after. And yeah, okay, it's kind of a mix match there episode, but we'll get them all squared away, so we just check and carry on. Well, we're just doing the loop here. It looks like we caught one. Kind of looks like a woolly one, not the healthiest. That might have been the one that was eating that one that was here earlier. It's got some red belly and no guard hairs, so we'll take care of it, and no value there. And yeah, there's a little bit of hair there, but that must be from the other one that was being ate. Okay, It's another one we got there today. So we got a couple coyotes today on the line there, and we had one chucker. You've seen that at the farm was all woolly. Our plan worked. About 10,000 ravens at the farm on those coyote carcasses, so that's good and should bring in some animals there. All these coyotes are looking good. A couple of the shot ones, they're going to be ready to skin tomorrow. I thought they'd be ready today, but they're still thawing out a little bit. And we're just panning over here. And we're just about got to hide off of the wolf. Nice big mature wolf there, and I'd be glad to get that. So I'm gonna get it tanned up and put it on my wall. It's a very pretty one. We actually got some video of it on our game cameras, and it was by himself, and he came through for about 4 days before we ended up picking him up in about a different snare that was about 3/4 of a mile away. And over here on the side, Brandy helped turn all those coyotes there, and then boarded the other ones after I flushed them. So we still have a few more in the freezer to take care of, but we're gonna catch up fairly quick there. Not a bad day. Set out a bunch more snares, changed things up a bit. You've seen it in the video today, and then we'll go back and check her out in a couple days. All right, that's it, and we're gonna see you guys probably Wednesday night.